we were building cars at home. We had a couple of cars that were tuned for us and we just weren't happy with them. We understood what was going on, so we then started tuning cars, and then it got out of control. So brought a workshop, brought a dyno, and here we are today. Been in this unit over 10 years now. I had one of the first XR6 turbos in Perth. I then sold that and brought an F6, and that's where it started. We ran one of the first 10-second passes in the BF back in 2006, 2007, which was a huge stepping stone for us. We do build 5-litre Coyotes and 5.4s, but we mainly specialise in the Barra engine. You can have something that's 1,000 horsepower and still completely street driven with aircon. Yeah, they're just an awesome engine. We'll complete any task on basically the Barra or the Ford or Mustang, whatever you want done. Logbook servicing all the way through to like 1,000 horsepower Falcon. It's not an issue. So we do everything in-house apart from machining and fab work. Yeah, Mad Dog Fab come and do the fab work for us, and he does a top job. So at the moment we still only do flash tuning, so we use SCT, we will use HP. We are able to use 4-bar map sensors, 5-bar map sensors with the factory ECU. So you're still getting your drivability. Aircon works, you just jump in, drive them. So this week's been pretty big for us. We've gone 12.55 in the purple car. That's at 44 pounds of boost. We've still got everything controlled. The only thing that we're using is an AMS 2000 just for boost control, and the reason for that is so we can do boost versus road speed. You know, we're starting to see the limits. We don't have the scope in the maps to be able to, go much further, and we will look at putting aftermarket ECUs. But for the general cars that you're doing up to 1,000, 1,200 horsepower, factory ECU is still fine. The blue ute behind us, that's my own personal car. I brought that brand new from the dealership. That was our FG development car. Intercoolers, intakes, bolt-ons. The car was absolutely flawless. It made 530, 540 kilowatts back in the day on a stock motor. It was then time to build a motor. Made 1,008 horsepower, ran a 9.7 at 143. Did really well. The new number's 1,000 horsepower or whatever. So, all those products like exhaust systems, fuel pumps, fuel modules, everyone says that they can do it. When you actually start testing it and you find they can't, this is where you end up in trouble. So buying a car, putting the product on it, testing it, you then develop packages, and that's what the business is about. So you can roll a car in here, say, I want any package. We know that we've tried those parts. It's not a guessing game, and then you have a result, you have good results. Yeah, so ZF's been a huge development product for us. We've been involved in building that since 2007. We've now got our own billet input shafts for them, planetary upgrades, yeah, the works. So Racewars has been, obviously the step to Albany's been huge. We had a really good result. We had Purple Cargo 302, which was, to my knowledge, the first FG in Australia to run 300 k's an hour. It takes a lot of horsepower. We're trying to push a taxi through the air. The 3 big cars we've got is obviously an FG F6, we've got an FG F6E, and we've got an FG XR, all making 900 plus horsepower. So Jacob Mitchell's went 930 this morning horsepower. That's the final tune for that car that it will go down with. Runs our stage 3 engine package with a mild cylinder head port on it. GDX 4294 works really well. Stage 3 built ZF with a multi-plate converter in it. That car should run around the 293 mark, hopefully. That's what we'll be aiming for. Full fuel system, yeah, it's ready to rock and roll. Josh owns the purple car. He's been involved in Turbo Falcons for a long time. We've built some killer cars for him. This was a step up. Last year it went 302 with 1050, 1060 horsepower at the tyres. Once again, yeah, high flow the GDX 45, 85mm comp wheel, put 44 pounds of boost into it, and yeah, she's gone 1255. So she's ready to go. Built engine, auto, diff, shafts, the whole lot. This year we've put suspension in it. We're hoping just to get a bit of a handle on it. It was pushing the car from the left-hand lane to the right-hand lane last year, just because of the crosswind, and there was no control. He said he was just going with the car. We've done a bit of aero underneath the car, which has been pretty interesting. So we're hoping that obviously 302 and back it up, but if it went 3.7, 310 would be over the moon. We're just hoping we're not going to have a headwind and sleety rain again. Hollywood Heritage, that we like to call him, the F6E, like standard looking car from the outside, classy rims, a sleeper, an absolute sleeper, but he did run 292, 293 last year. This year he said, I want to turn it up a bit. And yeah, well, challenge accepted, Josh. So yeah, made 920 roughly last year. We high flowed the Garrett on there. It's gone 1,002, 1,003 horsepower now, and a fuel system upgrade to follow with that. So yeah, also obviously built auto. It's a great event, get involved. Where else can you go flat out and not get pinged?